You might have the passions, you might have the emotions, but without motivation, nothing can happen. Yes, my dear friend, your emotion, your passion, all brings about your motivation. So think about something that you are not interested, do not have any interest in anything, and you are getting your food in a very easy way. No need to struggle in your life. Can you achieve something? It never happens. Let me go back and tell the story of one guy who used to be my friend in my maternal uncle's village. He was so lazy that he never tried anything. And he was a cozy boy, pampered child of his parents. His parents that time thought that they have a lot of the property, and by this property their son can sustain with. But life, what happens and how it will take some turn, nobody knows. It went smooth up to 10 years. But when the savings just started depleting one after another, then he realized that something needed to be done. But time has passed at that time. He didn't have any motivation to do anything. And with that thinking, with that worries, with that anxieties, he also got some illness. And because of that illness, he was developed the pressure, sugar, and a lot of other things, mental anxieties. Ultimately, in last 10 years back, suddenly I heard that he passed away. Now, this is the perfect examples of what can happen without any motivations. My dear friend, whatever your status, don't worry about it. You have definitely certain caliber in your life. And you can learn it from the animal. Every animal have certain things, which is the specialty, and by dint of which they can hunt, they can survive, and they can even flourish in their life. So, setting off your inferiority complex, if we are motivated for the things what we have, we can sustain and we can improve ourselves. That is sure. And here lies the significance of the motivations. Every acceptance and every rejections in my life bring me ultimately where I am right now. I'm not claiming that I have reached in the pinnacle of my career, but at least I can survive. And I have certain courage to way forward in my life. And I always try, my friends, my younger generations, they also should have the motivation enough so that they can not only sustain but they can flourish, they can develop themselves in these highly competitive worlds. And if you dig down in the life of the very good, famous persons, very successful persons, you'll find that at some period of the time, they also lacked something and they also faced many failure, but they never lost their motivations. And it is the motivations that develop their determinations and their fighting spirit. And because of this fighting spirit, they made it. And rather than making a folding hand and the thinking that let it happen, nothing can happen without your trial, without your sincere effort. So remember, the motivation is the prime factor, just like the diesel in the vehicle, which can produce the motion. The motivation is same kind of things, which can put inside your mind and the heart the fuel so that you can run, advance. If you don't feel any urge in your coming life, in your future life, nothing can happen. Only dream can happen. But that dream will never be fulfilled if you do not have the motivations. So, my dear friend, to conclude that motivation is essential to keep your life in the motion, to go to the destinations, and you will be very much successful in your life if you have the proper motivations. If you don't have the motivation, don't lose your heart. Try to bring some motivations with different techniques. You can reward yourselves. You can say yourselves, you can affirm yourself that you are valuable. You have the capability to succeed. And in this way, you can motivate yourselves and try to reward yourselves with a small, small win. Instead of waiting for the big chunk of wins or the completion of the entire project, your desire, you can encourage yourselves when small, small step of that project, your destinations, crossing some milestone in your path, you can reward yourself. In that way, you can get some motivations in your life, because motivation is essential in our life. Just like I said, that the fuel for advancing our life vehicle. That's all. Thank you.